Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Krystina. So today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial for you guys. So Thin Lizzy were nice enough to send me some makeup. So I'm going to be doing a full face using only Thin Lizzy Beauty for you guys. So some of the stuff they've sent me over the past year, and then some of it is quite recent. So this is also going to be kind of like a first impressions video, because majority of the stuff that's in this box I haven't used before, but some of it I have used and really like. So you guys can use my code Krystina30 for 30% off anything off their website. But yeah, let's get into the video. So first of all, I've already kind of done my eyebrows a little bit because my eyebrows were tinted, and then I kind of just filled them in a little bit more. We're going to start off by concealing my eyebrows. I'm going to be using their Thin Lizzy concealer in Minx. So this is what it looks like. I haven't unboxed it yet. I actually love this concealer. I've been using it way before they even started sending me stuff. So this was like one of the first concealers I ever used when I started doing makeup when I was like 15 years old, and I've loved it for a very long time. I love the formula of this concealer. It's super full coverage, it doesn't cake up, and I love this shade as well. It's perfect for my skin tone. Oh, I also want to say this video is not sponsored or anything. They kind of just sent me a whole bunch of their PR, which I'm so grateful for. They started sending me stuff about a year ago now was when they first sent me makeup. They kind of just DM'd me on Instagram and asked if I wanted to try out their makeup, and obviously I said yes. Now that I've concealed my eyebrows, I'm going to have to set it. So let me grab up the powders they sent me. So these are all the powders they have sent me. These two, as you could tell, were ones they sent me a little while ago. And then these two are the newer ones they sent me about a week ago. So this one is the Thin Lizzy Professional Press Powder 6-in-1. It is in the shade light. That's probably going to be way too light for me, but we'll take a look. Because as you can tell, I'm definitely not light. Oh wow. Although the powder says light, it is actually quite dark. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. It says light, but it's actually really like tan. Oh, okay. We'll take a look at. So this one is the Mineral Foundation Loose Powder, SPF 10. It is in the shade Minx. So the concealer I use from them is also in the shade Minx, so it's probably going to fit me perfectly. Let's take a look. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. I guess you just tap it and it comes out. And then the other powder I have here is their Thin Lizzy Mineral Foundation, which is in the shade Minx. And then I have their Thin Lizzy 6-in-1 Professional Powder in the shade Light. I'm pretty sure that's like, these two are pretty much the exact same thing, but I guess this is just the new packaging that they came out with. Yeah, so this one is the old packaging and this one here is the new packaging, but they're both exactly the same. They're both in the shade Light, and I still haven't used these powders before, so I think I'm just going to go with this powder here, the pressed powder. and go ahead and set my eyelids. So they also sent me this Brow Ready eyebrow filler, which I have never used before. I've never used any sort of eyebrow filler before. This is in the shade dark brown, so let's try this out. So this is what it looks like. Oh wow. And this is what the applicator looks like. This is so weird. I've never tried anything like this before. Ooh. It's kind of like little hairs in here that kind of just fill in your brow. Is it meant to be powder? Oh, that's not little hairs. Oh. So this little thing is kind of just filled with loose powder and you just brush it through your eyebrows. This is so weird. I've never used anything like this before. I really should have done this before I carved out my eyebrows. But now it's done is done. Thin Lizzy just released 2 eyeshadow palettes. They've never done eyeshadows before, so this is really interesting. So they came out with one called the Triple Effect Cool Collection, which is this. So this is what it looks like, and these are the colors inside it. I've swatched a couple of their colors and they're pretty pigmented. And then the second palette they came out with is called the Triple Effect Warm Collection. So this is what this one looks like, and that's what the colors look like inside. So I'm not sure what kind of eyeshadow look I'm going to go for today. So they also sent me some eyeshadow brushes. So they sent me their Flawless Finish eyeshadow, brush set. So it's a set of 3 brushes. So I'm going to be using these to do my eyeshadow today. They feel pretty soft, they feel pretty good. I'm using this one. And I love the color, they look so pretty. There we go. They look super pretty. I actually think I want to go with maybe like a black smoky eye today. I haven't done that in quite a while, so I'm going to use both of these palettes. I'm going to start off by using the shade Whisper from the Warm Collection, which is this shade right here. I'm going to put that all over my lid as my transition color. Okay, now I'm going to use one of my brushes. I'm going to use this brush here by Nude by Nature to blend out my eyeshadow. This video is something quite different and out of my comfort zone. I haven't really filmed something like this before where I sit down and talk to you guys. I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, so yeah. I think I'm more comfortable so far. I'm really comfortable with doing vlogs and stuff just because it's like not me just sitting down and talking to you guys. I'll talk to my friends and stuff around me as well. But I think I should start doing more like makeup tutorials and stuff, as I want this channel to be kind of a vlog and beauty channel. So I will start doing more like makeup related videos and more in-depth makeup tutorials and stuff like this. leave a comment down below what kind of videos that you guys want me to film for you guys, and like what kind of videos you want to see. Now I'm going to go in with the shade from the same palette, the Warm collection, and I'm just going to pop that in my crease. I'm using the same eyeshadow brush still. I want it to be kind of a really smoky eyeshadow look. Now going back in with my blending brush and blending out the edges. Now I'm going to go in with a darker brown from the Cool collection in the shade Focus. Okay, I'm going to go in with this shade Focus from the Cool collection and pop that in my crease as well. Now I'm going to go in with my blending brush and blend it out. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the shade Blackout from the Cool collection. I'm going to go out with this black and pop it all in my crease. Oh, I really like this black, it's super pigmented. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit underneath with a beauty blender, wow, with a baby wipe. Okay, and we're pretty much done with my eyes now. This is all I'm really gonna do. First impressions on these eyeshadow palettes, I actually really like them. They're super pigmented. I didn't think they were gonna be as good as they were. So now we're gonna move on to foundation. Actually, before we move on to foundation, Thin Lizzy sent me the Quick Fix eyeliner and corrector pen, and they also sent me their Perfect Wing eyeliner. Both of them are black. So this is what they look like. So one of them, this one, is just an eyeliner and corrector pen. So I'm guessing it's just an eyeliner and maybe one of those things that take away. Oh, that's cool. So one side is a corrector and the other side is the liquid liner. The only liquid eyeliner I've ever liked using is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I've never really branched out from there because all the other ones that I've tried out I never really liked. So I'm excited to try this out and see if I like it better than the tattoo liner or if I like it just as much. So the other one they sent me is the Perfect Wing eyeliner. I'm guessing this is an eyeliner stamp. So one side is a really fat liquid liner and the other side is a stamp, which is super cool. Yeah, I think I'm just going to add a wing to this. I'm just going to use the normal liquid liner pen. I'm going to really have to concentrate for this, so sorry if you can't actually see what I'm doing. No, I just have to match it on the other side. So my wings are done. They're a little bit uneven, but that's okay. They are sisters, not twins. Okay, now we're gonna move on to foundations. I have two foundations here. I have the Thin Lizzy Flawless Complexion Liquid Foundation, and I have their Thin Lizzy Flawless Complexion Liquid Foundation, both the same. Wow. They sent me both of these foundations within the last year. So this was the first one I got sent. This is the first foundation they ever sent me, their Thin Lizzy Flawless Complexion Foundation. I believe it was the first one they sent me. And then I'm pretty sure this was the second foundation they sent me. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure these two are exactly the same, but one of them is the new packaging and one of them is the old packaging, because they both have exactly the same name. So this one is in the shade Minx, and this one doesn't have a shade on it. So I've never used this foundation before, but I have used this once, and I don't really remember what I thought about it. But I'm just gonna look at the shades and kind of just use whatever one is the closest to my shade. Okay, so this one is way too light for me. I'm gonna have to go with this one. So let's get into it. They didn't actually send me a primer, and I don't really use primer anyway, so I'm just not gonna chuck one on. So they did also send me a beauty blender, what it looks like. It's not really gonna focus, but yeah, whatever. I'm gonna use my eye candy sponge to blend in my foundation, and I'm gonna use this sponge to set my face and bake my face, just because wet and dry, you know. Wow, actually I didn't realize they sent me two sponges. Okay, so Thin Lizzy actually did send me two sponges, two beauty blenders. So this is what it looks like. One of them is pink and one of them is black. I'm gonna use this beauty sponge to blend in my foundation though, just because I'm still testing it out and I just want to. And then I'm gonna use one of these to set my one of them to set my foundation and to bake my face. I don't know if this foundation is gonna be too light for me. That looks super light. That looks super light and way too light for me, but we're gonna make it work. This setting powder was quite dark anyway, so I'll just set my face with a darker setting powder and hopefully it'll work out. So this sponge is a microfiber beauty sponge. A microfiber beauty sponge from Eye Candy NZ. So they recently sent me this and I've been trying it out. This is like my third time using it now, and honestly I love it. If you guys want to go get one, use my code Krystina10 for 10% off their website. I will also be using their lashes today because Thin Lizzy doesn't have lashes. So wow, my hair is just getting in the way. So far, I love the coverage of this foundation. It's covered up everything quite nicely. The only thing is, well, it's actually now kind of matching with me. It's not too light compared to my skin. It's a little bit light, but I do like my foundations a little bit lighter than my skin. Now I'm gonna put concealer underneath my eyes. I'm gonna use a brush to blend that out. Yeah? 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 What do you want?
I just see what you're doing.
This is my flatmate, Capri. She was in my last video. She's really annoying. She doesn't leave me alone.
Hey.
Okay, so this is the powder I used earlier to set my eyelids, which was really dark. So I'm going to use this powder, which is lighter, and set my under eyes with it. It doesn't look like I've actually used this powder before, so bye. Oh, that's a lot better than the powder I used before. The powder I used earlier was way too dark. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with the loose powder and set the rest of my face. Oh my gosh, that is super dark. Wow. Okay, that powder is super dark, as you can tell. It's like way too dark for me. The loose powder is way too dark for me. I just want to darken up my foundation like slightly, so I'm going to use the powder I used to set my eyelids just before, and I'm going to use this all over my face. I was going to use that loose powder to bake my face, but since it's way too dark I can't really do that. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the eyeshadow palettes and just repeat the entire steps that I did on the top, on the bottom of my eyes. So I'm going to use this brush here, and I'm going to repeat all the steps just under my eyes. I need to blend that out. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this brush now from Thin Lizzy to put the black underneath my eyes. I'm gonna put it all through my lash line, pretty much just as close to my lash line as I can get. I'm going to go in with another brush and blend it out. Not the other blending brush I was using because it has black on it. Just like this. Okay, this is my makeup so far. So since this powder was way too dark for me, I'm going to try bronze my face with it. Just so I actually test it out, see if I like the formula. So I'm going to go on with my Real Technique brush and okay, I changed my mind. I don't like that. I do not like using a loose powder to bronze my face. That was a bad idea. Since Thin Lizzy didn't actually send me a bronzer or anything, I'm just gonna go in with my Kim Kardashian palette and contour my face. Sorry the lighting keeps changing, it's because it keeps getting dark. It's like getting quite dark, so I turn up my ring light a bit more. My ring light a bit more. Hey,
We're going to go to the shower, okay?
okay.
You look good.
Thanks. So I just finished contouring my face. I can't not bake my face. Like, it's a part of my everyday makeup routine. So I'm going to quickly bake my face. I'm just going to use my Eyeshadow loose powder. But yeah, I'm going to do this with the Thin Lizzy Beauty blender. So I've used their beauty blender before. I really like them. This is what it looks like. It's super squishy. I am cheating a little bit since this is meant to be a full face using only Thin Lizzy Beauty, but I don't feel like myself unless I've baked my makeup. So I'm not heavily baking, I'm just kind of lightly baking my face. And then I'm gonna grab another brush and kind of highlight, wow, kind of like bake down my nose, down the bridge of my nose. Now I'm gonna wipe it off. I don't want to look too light. Oh my gosh. I have a dry patch right here because I had a bit of an eczema attack on my face not long ago. I get really bad eczema if I eat too much dairy, too much nuts, or too much seafood. And me and my friends did a mukbang where we ate so much seafood and my face completely broke out with eczema. So it's still kind of dry under there, but I'll leave a photo here showing you what my face looked like when I broke out with eczema. So yeah, I was born with eczema. I get eczema like literally everywhere. I have to go see a dermatologist at the hospital like once a month and get like light therapy to take away my eczema, and I use so much harsh steroid creams on my body. Then Lizzie sent me their Sweet Face Blush Trio. So there's 3 different blushes in here, but unfortunately before I started filming this, I was trying to take a pretty thumbnail and I dropped the palette on the ground and it broke. One of them broke actually, so this is what it's this is what it's looking like. So I'm not really gonna touch that shade at all. I'm probably gonna go in with the last shade here, number 3, and I'm gonna put that all over my cheeks. I'm gonna go in with the 3rd one there all over. My friend Marcus just got here. Okay, my friend Marcus just got here. I'm gonna run downstairs and grab him quickly. I'll be back. So this is my friend Marcus. Hey. So I just went downstairs to grab him and now I'm gonna finish doing my makeup. Okay, now I'm gonna do highlighter. So Thin Lizzy sent me their Luminous Light Highlighter Trio. The first one's in the shade Pearl, the second one is Rose Gold, and the third one is Champagne. Okay, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to use the first one. I'm going to use this one. So now I'm going to curl my lashes. I literally have like no natural lashes. My lashes are super thin and super short and they point completely straight down, like basic Asian lashes. So I just finished curling my lashes. I'm going to use this They sent me their brush on lash extensions, which sounds really interesting. So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like.